All right, ladies and gentlemen, you have no idea how freaking windy it is here right now. I just went out and grabbed myself a Red Bull during the break, and yeah, sand on the teeth, and it's just off the hook Richter right now. So it is definitely blowing into the 40s, 35, 40. So this is the start of our men's heat number 1 on the water. Carnage, Withington, Neto, Serran, Blanc, Morales, Bobrick battling against themselves and Mother Nature in pursuit of the ultimate prize. You know what that is? Cash money, fame, notoriety, and the big treasure, bragging rights. But it looks like we've got that Patrick Blanc, I believe, out in front. So it's really mixing up. This fleet's been a little all over the place today with, we've seen a lot of shakeups here. But it is still early. It was just finishing that second buoy. Heading towards the third. Still in first place is Patrick Blanc. Second is Julien Carnage. Third place is Paul Serran. Fourth, I believe that is Mr. Neto. Or Chris Brobrick. There's two best kites out there. I'm not sure which is which, but pretty spread out field. I did get word that this is going to be our last round of slalom for the day for a few reasons. One of them being that we are really kind of pushing the limit here. We've got solid 35-plus knot winds out on the course, and it is just frothing. These guys are just maxed and completely exhausted from the 2 rounds that we've done prior today. So it is no surprise. And Patrick Blanc celebrating with a nice jump through the finish line, followed by Julien Carnage. Third place, Paul Serran. Fourth place, is that Bobrick or is that Neto? Those guys are both riding the same kites. I'm not sure who that was crossing on that best kite in fourth place. But that's going to do it for the men's heat number 1. That was pretty interesting. Not a whole lot of positioning. Not one of the more less exciting races that we've seen throughout the day. So let's just say that because, as you know, we've had some pretty impressive races, contests here between this top slalom fleet of the men. We've seen a lot of big changes over the course of the day. We've seen all of our guys who riding directional boards going to twin tips as they appear to be able to navigate the buoys and the transitions much quicker. And they may have a little bit slower speed, and most of these guys you have to understand, are riding freestyle twin tips. So these are not specially designed twin tips. These are what they're riding in a freestyle heat. So a lot of them are pretty rockered out, quite stiff. So not necessarily the best speed board. So as we grow this discipline, as we do here at the PKRA, I'm sure we will see different equipment come into play as we are seeing it happen right here before our eyes here at the Fuerteventura Kite Surf Grand Slam here from beautiful Sotavento Beach, Fuerteventura. I'm Dave Tyberski here in the studio. But most importantly, you guys are here, and this is why I do it, is for you guys. And hope you do enjoy it as much as I've been enjoying bringing the action to you. And it is just another magical day. I don't know if you can see that little bit of a haze. Basically, that's just dust blowing off of the land. So it is just a frother here in Fuerteventura. Classic conditions shaping up as we're seeing our men's heat number 2 jockeying for the start, and that is going to do it. On the water right now is Smith, Corniel, Reno Remu, Alex Lewis, Hughes, Biniash, Umpierre, and Bornay. Who is going to get the whole shot? We will find out as they are approaching. It could be one of the North Kites or could be Oswald Smith. Oswald Smith's in second, and looked like Ariel. No, I don't know if that was Ariel. Ooh, and a pretty good tangle, as we've got Alex Lewis Hughes going down, tangling with someone, and Vinny Ash avoiding the carnage and pushing on. It looks like Renaud Remu is pushing on in first place, followed by Mr. Ozzie Smith on a very small kite. I think that's his 5-meter. As these guys are getting their kites, looks like Alex ditched his kite. Maybe Ariel's trying to keep his up in the air. Vinny Ash has been getting really kind of the shall we say, the dirty end of the stick on some of these last few races, just not getting the best starts and just kind of getting in some of that hecticness that can happen on that first mark. Still continuing to run the course, but I don't see any big changes right now, as we're only going to have 3 guys, it looks like, pushing through this one, as I'm seeing Morales return to the beach, and Lewis Hughes and Corniel, their kite's still down on the water getting a rescue. So we've got Renaud Remu finishing in first. Whoa. Try and get a shot back on our camera. There you go. Sometimes our cameraman forgets. And then sometimes the camera forgets it's supposed to focus. But Antoine does have some information for us anyways, regarding that. Antoine, you got some information for us on that redress issue. What is the official word from the race director?
So official word on this one is Alex Hughes is disqualified, and Ariel will get a redress, meaning that Ariel will advance to the final.
All right, so that works well for him.
Yeah, whoa. So he's going to have time to get prepared and go back out.
All right, so I do see Mr. Adam Withington, who's had pretty good luck today, or pretty good finishes overall today. He's back out on his race board.
Yeah, he's just trying the twin tip, but he just couldn't get used to it. Didn't bring his twin tip. He's got a Slalom twin tip at home, but he didn't think he needed to bring it.
And I'm just watching our awning here, getting ready to get ripped into shreds.
Yeah,
I think that's going to be it for our awning for our. So if you do see the camera kind of go offline, that could be our awning getting ripped off, taking our camera and our cameraman out with it.
The poor cameraman sitting in the sun.
Yes, the things we do for you guys at home, but we would do it day in and day out if it means we're bringing you the best kiteboarding action that can be brought into the comfort of your home, your office, or wherever you're watching from. But I do want to say hello to Mr. Tony from Chiemsee, Germany. He is tuning in, saying saludos. And as well as some of the other guys, Stuart from South Africa checked in with us. So I definitely appreciate you guys commenting and letting us know any feedback, as that definitely will help us improve the stream, as we've definitely had a few different things going on today with we're basically broadcasting from a 3G stick that is hanging out the window via a USB extension. So I know it looks like we're in this massive professional studio, but the reality of it, folks, is that we put on a good show, and that's all you need to know. But looks like we're getting some of our freestyle riders back out on the water, and
the red flag is back up. We had to clear Ariel and Alex's kites from the competition area. And the red flag is up for ladies heat number 8.
All right, so this is our ladies final in these frothy conditions. Do we have Winkoska out there yet? Is she going to make it this final?
I don't see her. I think she's taking the rest of the afternoon off.
Okay, another
too much wind.
Too much wind for our current world champion freestyler, which I'm not surprised. I mean, takes its toll on a body competing in these type of extreme conditions, and she is definitely needs to be on top of her game for her freestyle heats, which are going to be coming up.
Yeah, kiting exhausted in 35 knots is usually kind of a good way to get injured.
That is usually when those injuries happen is kind of at the end of the day when you're just forgotten how tired you are because you're having so much gosh darn fun. I like to be PC here. But even though we don't need to be, there is no FCC. There is no one really telling us what we can say and what we can't say. But we are a family organization. Antoine, you're a family man. You've got a new baby boy.
I do.
All right.
I don't know if gosh darn it is in his vocabulary.
Gosh darn it. Or gosh darn. I don't even know what I said. Sometimes I'm just in the moment here on the mic with the racing action. Just really gets me so excited that.
All right, they're about to start.
All right, so we've got our ladies coming up on deck. These ladies are battling for the top 3 spots. Well, actually, all these points count. So this is a final. We've got 4 ladies on the water. And let's see how they go. Oh, already just eating it. Pretty much all of them. We've got one left. That's Gisela Polito. Did not eat it at the start, but there she goes. She's eating it.
That's how windy it is.
That is, a testament to why this will be our last round of slalom for the day. It is just getting out of control, folks.
And it looks like the other girls have released their kites.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
Well, we had those other 2 girls releasing their kites, apparently. Is Novotna released her kite then?
I believe so.
Okay, so we've got Gisela Polito, one of 2 female riders, still actually racing in this, looking like she may just take it easy, knowing she's got such a big lead. Hopefully, I mean, taking it easy is definitely just,
There's no taking it easy in 35 knots.
No, you basically just want to keep it together, make it around the buoys and through the finish line. As she
let me find Gisela here. I lost her on the camera. There we go.
She's wow, impressive young lady. And on that slingshot kite, I think that is Rosinska from Poland.
Yeah, she got a 3rd place. She's gonna get a 2nd place finish.
So she is. If she just makes it around the buoys and through the gate, looping your kite here in this type of wind is a trick in itself. Let's just say that. Yeah,
that's one of the rules in slalom racing. Is racers shall downloop their kites. If you downloop your kite at a buoy or at a mark, you're at risk of being disqualified if you bother another rider. So meaning that at 4 marks, all these riders are downlooping their kites in 35 knots. If you've ever downloop or kite loop in anything above 25 knots, it gets pretty hectic.
There goes our awning. Antoine, be careful. You could get smacked in the face with that. So, folks, we've got our awning basically getting torn apart by these impressive Fuerteventura winds. And that is going to do it. We for the ladies anyways. I think we've got 2. We've got our men's final. This is going to be one more heat. Hopefully our camera stays in place and that awning doesn't take out anyone walking along the upper deck here. But that could be the case. But the red flag's up. We've got just a few minutes until the start of our men's final. It's going to be the last heat of the day, guys. Unfortunately for you, these guys have just had it with just exhausted from so many rounds of racing in such extreme conditions, and it is getting quite windy. Red flag down. Looks like the AP flag's up. I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, it might be making some kind of decision. But our men's fleet is out on the water. They may postpone due to the strong extreme winds. That's up to. Okay, they're still rescuing Novotna. So I think that's what's going on. Is the AP flag is up just to give the safety boat a little bit more time to clear the course until we go back into sequence and get underway and wrap up another epic day of slalom here from the Fuerteventura Kite Surfing World Cup 2013. This is pretty much a groundbreaking event. Definitely one of the longest running events. Definitely the longest running PKRA event, and a likely and very fitting place for us to celebrate our centennial. This will be our 100th event here for the PKRA. So pretty big deal for kiteboarding and definitely for all of us involved with the PKRA. So hearing some info come in on the radio from our race director. So I'm going to cut to a quick break, find out if there's any other info on start time, and maybe get the skivvy on what happened that last race. So stick with us. We'll be back with more here live from Fuerteventura. All right, so we have got our men's 7-man final coming your way here in just moments. 7-man final, that is 7 men. We have the awning coming down and almost blocking our view. But we have got a team of elves enlisted here to help keep that at bay, so we can bring the action to you here for the 7-man super final. End of the day, last heat of the day. This is it. 7 guys on the water. Ariel Cornell getting a redress after that last heat. So he's this number 7 in this one. This is the action, folks. This is where you want to be. Who is it going to be for the whole shot? That could be Renaud Remu, I think, in the lead. Will he make it around the buoy? And it looks like fairly clean exit at this point. Oh, no, we had Ozzie Smith and Paul Saran getting tangled and going down. That is unfortunate for the South African Ozzie Smith. And the top 4 guys are still out there. We're missing one more guy. So I guess there was only 6 guys. We've got Renaud Remu still out in front, followed by Patrick Blanc, I believe, and Julien Kerner, and then Ariel Corniel. And you can see the technicality of just down looping your kite around these buoys it's a whole nother level when you're dealing with this strong of wind. Paul Saran and Oswald Smith unfortunately tangled at that first buoy. Not sure whose fault that was, if that's going to be an issue or not, but Oswald Smith getting free and making his way back up to make that mark and finish to at least get that result. But in first place right now, we're seeing a close battle a bit between Kerner and Blanc for that second, third place spot. But Blanc seems to be pulling out ahead, getting a little bit closer to Renaud at the first place mark. Man, Blanc is flying right now. Almost getting close to Mr. Renaud, but it's going to be first place Renaud Remu, second place Patrick Blanc, third place Julien Kerner, fourth place Ariel Corniel. So that is going to do it for that men's final right there. These guys have been at it all day. I'm sure that they are all exhausted, and there is no surprise that there are going to be plenty more surprises. You can see our awning there falling down from these massive gusts here that we've been experiencing throughout the day. It was a pretty impressive day of slalom action. Looks like Oswald Smith and Gunnar Biniach and Oswald Smith finishing up, getting around those buoys just to get that result for 6th and 7th. Actually 5th and 6th, because Paul Saran still working with getting his kite sorted out. But geez, what an impressive day here here. This is you can see our crew of elves getting that awning hopefully back up, so we've got some shade to bring you the action with tomorrow. But just getting manhandled by those strong wind gusts that we're getting here coming off the beach. So I guess you guys probably don't really want to see that, but anyways, it was an amazing day of kiteboarding slalom here at the Fuerteventura Kiteboarding World Cup. There was a lot of great action, a lot of great racing, and a lot of great surprises. So tune into our Twitter feed and Facebook page for all the updated results if you want to see the latest and greatest, as it will take a bit to tally all the redresses and discards and give you the most up-to-date results. But today, coming into it, we had Gisela Pitolito leading for the ladies. We had Oswald Smith leading for the men. And I'm sure that's going to be a bit shooken up, at least on the men's side. So we've had a lot of things go down today that are going to make for an interesting posting of those results. So do check in for that. And in the meantime,
We'll be right back.